are now raising our attention towards spay and neutering your pet, because that's what this month is about. We are joined now by animal behavior expert Victoria Stilwell is back with us, and Dr. Kwane Stewart. We're talking about the benefits of spaying and neutering your pets. Let's just remind everybody why this is important.
It's really something that needs to be done for a number of reasons. And I can talk from the pet population control platform, which is vitally important. I was a shelter vet, and our country euthanizes upwards 4 million dogs and cats a year. I mean, that's a hard number to comprehend, but 4 million.
Wow.
And really, this is a cure to it, is spaying and neutering. But aside from that, there are a number of health benefits. Studies have proven that they live longer. So your dog will live upwards 3 years longer when it's spayed or neutered, and your cat upwards 5 years longer when it's spayed and neutered.
Let's talk about the other aspect of it, not only living longer, but how, when we do have them spayed or neutered, how do they change elsewhere?
Yeah, their behavior, especially male dogs, it changes dramatically.
It can, there's less of a desire to roam. There's less testosterone, so there's less aggressive response. There's less competition. And scent marking can be greatly reduced by neutering alone. So there are a lot of behavioral benefits to spaying and neutering your pets.
Are there any health benefits to spadering?
There are.
Spadering your pets?
Yeah, there are a lot.
Yeah, there are quite a few. The biggie that we deal with in female dogs is mammary cancer, believe it or not. And female dogs that aren't spayed are extremely prone to developing mammary cancer later in life. And when you spay them, especially prior to their first heat cycle, you almost eliminate that as an opportunity.
Well, let's talk about it. When is a good time to go ahead and have this done?
You ask a number of vets, you'll probably get some different answers, but traditionally we've been saying 6 months to 8 months, give or take, in a privately owned setting. That still seems to be a safe age. In a shelter setting, we do it much younger, and for a number of reasons. We want to be able to adopt them. People love puppies and kittens, so we do it while they're young, so we increase their chances of adoption.
I was always told that you had to wait for the female to have their first heat before you
No, that's
Is that an old wives' tale?
It's a complete misconception. We really want to get them before that first heat cycle, because every time they go through a heat cycle, it increases their chances, exponentially almost, of mammary cancer as they age.
Can I, of our visitors and family, pet owners, do you guys have? You all do?
We have Maltese.
So when you went through that, we go through this process as owners going, do we do this? Is it safe? I mean, do we question whether or not this procedure, because we get the little puppy?
And you feel so sorry for them.
I feel, especially for the male dogs. I'm sorry. I feel bad. They're big, beautiful animals, and then it's like, I'm sorry, buddy. You feel bad for them.
It feels like you're cutting something natural.
I know.
Right.
I do.
Well, take us through.
Really, a dog doesn't sort of go, oh my gosh, what happened? Where did they go?
Yeah.
They don't know. So where we
Are you sure about that?
Where we might feel bad about
Do research on that, just so you know. Just so you know.
So actually, that's a good research project to do.
But Kwane, take us through, if you will, Doctor, like what the procedure itself. How safe is it, and is it an easy one?
It is, and we've really come leaps and bounds from the procedure, the speed, the efficiency, proficiency in it, the anesthesia. It is. It's very safe, quick, and effective.
We actually have some footage we can show. This is of you, right, that we'll see?
I think, this isn't the stunt double. This is me. So I'm doing a traditional spay. It's on a young female dog. Her name was.
I want to point out, by the way, sorry to interrupt, but the timer at the top is real time.
That's real time.
It'll jump ahead because we edited it down. But
it's real time, yeah. And I make a very small incision. I go in, I remove the ovaries and the uterus. That's what constitutes a spay, ovarian hysterectomy. Yeah, it is like a hysterectomy plus the ovaries. Ovarian hysterectomy. And it is. Very quick, we suture her up. And she recovered remarkably. Within an hour, she was moving.
Look at that, you're done in less than 6 minutes.
Yeah,
How do you know what they're not? They've got to be in pain.
Well, there's pain management. We certainly give them something for the pain. But these young dogs, they heal so quickly. They do. They rebound so fast.
We mentioned this at the top of the show, the other options that have just recently become available, actually. Can you explain a little bit about what this is and the pros and cons?
Yeah, so there's a new product on the market. Victoria and I were talking about this, and it's still really early to understand the full impact, but it's called Zeuterin. And Zeuterin is an injectable sterilant. So instead of a traditional surgery where you castrate the male, it's only for male dogs under 11 months, you inject a zinc solution into the testy, and that sterilizes the dog and also reduces the testosterone levels by half. But they're still,
Are they able to keep everything?
they keep all they're intact, so they keep all the equipment going forward, but it doesn't allow them to breed or reproduce.
What, Francis, you want to say something?
Sounds like that should be used on humans.
Hey.
From fighting. No,
From fighting?
once you've had your kids, instead of putting the burden only on the woman, for birth control.
There you go.
Right.
It's getting testy.
Yeah,
There could be potential.
Oh, you play with that.
I
Leave the
think-
low-hanging fruit out of it.
I think
we want to get.
what people don't realize is that with dogs, especially, it's got to be done between 3 and 10 months of age. Really, not on adult dogs. So where I think it could be exciting in curbing the pet overpopulation problem in one respect, you've got to get them young.
They haven't tested this completely, though, right? I mean, there's still tests being done on this.
they have.
They
It's
have?
FDA approved, actually.
it is?
And it's
Wow,
out on the
okay.
market. It's going to be offered. More vets are going to be trained to deliver the procedure.
I still think the long-term side effects, though.
Sure.
Right.
Find out what is it going to do long-term.
And the
What is it
behavioral part of it, because we're not sure how much of a behavioral benefit you gain from the zootering versus neutering. We know when you neuter a dog, number of benefits behaviorally, but when you zooter them, we're not so sure.
Well, you've still got about 50% of testosterone left in the body, which again can exacerbate aggressive response. So.
Well, we have Mark
Jury's out.
Peralta here, and he's from Best Friends, and he's here with
Oh,
Regina. Is this
hi.
going to help Regina? Has she been spayed?
She has.
Neutered?
That's why you're
has?
seeing this little shaved belly here, is because she was
I
recently
see.
spayed about a week ago.
I see.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at her. She's completely relaxed right now.
Yes.
Is she looking for a forever home?
She is, yeah. She came to us from the South LA shelter here in Los Angeles, and she's looking for a forever home at at our center in Mission Hills. So, yeah.
So what about people who pick up a pet and they're like, I'd love to adopt, but then the cost of going through this if I want to spay and neuter. Are there solutions to that?
Well, we at Best Friends Animal Society actually just launched a campaign called Fix It 4, and it highlights the fact that animals can reproduce as early as 4 months.
Wow.
And part of that campaign, we have a website, fixat4.com, that actually, no matter where you are in the country, just put in your zip code and we'll show you low-cost areas where you can spay and neuter your pet anywhere that you live in the country. So,
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's Regina?
this is
Regina.
Regina. Yeah,
That's
2-year-old
Regina.
Regina looking for a home.
For more information on our guests here today, you can visit Victoria at positively.com, or you can follow her on Facebook at facebook.com/Victoria Stilwell. For more information on the good doctor here, you can go to hollywoodhumane.org.